Hello guys, it's Mickey. Welcome to my channel, and if you're just new to my channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so as to be notified each time there's an upload coming from me. So today I will still be explaining my book, because in my last video, I took my time to go through the book, like someone saying I should teach them how to units of measurement, turn the grams to percentages, the percentage to grams. So we're gonna do that. All right, we're gonna use samples of page 18, that's glow body oil, to do that. So if you're with your book, please turn to page 18 of glow body oil. All right, so we're going to explain our grams down to percentages and our percentages to grams. In all the recipe, I used grams to explain it, grams, or probably a teaspoon, and I think I explained a teaspoon, how to get a teaspoon. All right, so the teaspoon shouldn't be a problem. 2 teaspoons is like approximately 10 grams. 1 teaspoon is 5 grams. So it's so easy to get that one. All right. So, but in terms of getting our grams to a percentage, now let's go to page 5 of Mickey Skincare's natural book. Please, page 5. In page 5, we explained percentages to grams. All right, and we explained grams to percentages. In order to be able to understand that, I gave some examples. Some people still didn't get the example. So let's go over to page. We're going to use your glow body oil to explain it. Let's go over to page 18. All right, please go over to page 18 in our glow body oil. Now, in one of the ingredients, we have 198 grams of our oil. You'll be able to understand what I mean. I want to put it codedly. It's just the only gram there. That's page 18. People with the book, please go over to page 18. All right, your glow body oil. In one of the oil, we have 198 grams. All right, so for one of our 198 grams, we're turning the grams down to percentages. Grams to percentage. To percentage. That's what we are doing. So we have 198 grams over. Now, the total of the gram, we have quantity of gram, 450 grams. The 450 grams is the sum of all the grams that is there. That's the sum of it. That's 450 divided by your 450 times, we are turning it to 100 over 1. All right, this is our percentage. Now we're trying to turn the grams to percentage. This is our gram as well, equals to. Now this is our calculator. I hope you can see from this end. I had to darken the camera a bit so it will be easier for you guys to see a bit compared to when it's very bright. Right, so here we have 198. Okay, let me bring it here so you guys can actually see. I hope you can see this, so please bear with me. I don't have a board. 198 divided by 450 give us 0.4. 0.4 times 100, 44%. This will give us 44%. All right, so if you guys can see it, you know that 198 grams divided by 450 grams will give us 0.44. 0.44 times 100 over 1 will give us 44%. There's no need to put over 1, but if you want to still divide it over 1, it's not a problem. All right, it will give us 44%. Now let's turn this 44% back to grams so you guys would understand it. Now 44 divided by 100. Some people will be asking, why is it over 100? Why is it not over 450? This is percentage. Percentages is always in 100. So that is why we're putting 44 over 100, because it's percentage already. We're trying to turn the percentage back to grams. All right. So 44 divided by 100 times the total of that's the quantity in grams, times the 450. That is the sum of all the grams. 450 over 1. That's 450 grams now. All right. So now we're trying to turn the percentages back to grams. On 44 divided by 100 will give us 0.44. 0.44 times 450 will give us 198 grams. All right, so let me push it so you guys can see it a bit. All right, so you can see that is how we got our 198 grams. And if you want to turn your grams back to percentages, now you now know how to turn it back to percentages. So you'll be able to know oh, if I tell you a product shouldn't exceed 20%, you should know, okay, if I use this certain gram, if I divide it to this, because if you're trying to formulate a product, you should be able to know how to turn your grams into percentages. You should know how to calculate how many you want to do. Take for example, you probably want to make 1000 milligram of a product. Just know that you have to calculate it in order to know which of the oil, all right, would give you a certain grams, which of this will give you a certain gram. So that is how you get your percentages and your grams. I hope you guys understand this right now. So I'm explaining how to get your grams, all right, how to convert your grams to percentages and how to convert your percentages to grams. Because in the book, I explained mostly in grams, because you know we're talking about recipe books. So we had to use the recipe, turn it into a gram. But if you want to explain it into percentages, it's so easy. You can see how I did it. From 198 gram, I would actually calculate it again so you guys will be able to understand it again. All right, I'll bring it a bit closer. Okay. Let's see if you can see. Okay, yes, you can see like this now. Hey, so we would actually make it 198 gram. 198. You can see the 198 divided by 450. 450. Then you put equals to. The equals to sign makes it 0.44. 0.44 times 100 equals to 44%. This is where we got the 44%. All right. Now to convert the 44%, you turn it on again. It has to start over. To convert the 44% to a gram now, you say 44 divided by 100 will give you 0.44. 0.44 times 450 gram. That is the sum of all the quantity of the product. Will give you 198 gram. This is our 198. This is where we go 198 gram. All right, it's not magic, it's calculator. It's not even a scientific calculator. An ordinary calculator can do that for you. So that's how you'll be able to get your percentages as well as your grams. So let's go back to explaining in detail. So we're actually back from our measurements for the units of measurements to measure our grams to percentages and our percentage to gram. I hope you guys have understood it. So in case you probably want to measure yours from grams to percentage, you know, okay, this is the certain percentage I'm supposed to use, because there's in some of the book, I think in a segment of the book, sorry, I think in page 16, go to page 16 please. In page 16, I talked about percentage, like in gigawatts, I talked about it being used at 5%. Also, that same gigawatt, I talked about 10%. Also in kojic acid, I talked about percentage that is meant to be used, that makes it very effective. So you guys now know how to convert your grams to percentage. So you know, okay, this certain percentage can be used in a cream and it's safe. This percentage should not be used in a cream and it's safe. Now, in terms of all our products here, the reason why the product works for all skin is because, practically for all skin, is because you're making the cream or you're making the product from scratch. You're the one to determine which product you're using. Now, for example, I told you the fragrance doesn't work well with my skin. All right. So if you're making oil for someone, try and take away the fragrance, because you already have most of the carrier oils, they already have fragrance. So I take away the fragrance. Now, if you're taking away the fragrance, for example, let's go to page 18. If you're taking away the fragrance from our glow body oil here, remember the grams we use in making the fragrance. Our fragrance is the last one here, last one in the ingredients from glow body oil here. You should know that the 4.5 grams that was used for the fragrance would be used to replace the base. The base was the one we used for 198 gram. You should know it will be used to replace the base. So you can use more of the, like maybe you can use like, how many percent? If you're using like 450 grams, let's take for example 450 grams, you should be using like 2 grams or maybe 2.5 grams to the base, while the others, the other oils can have just little percentage if you're trying to remove the fragrance. Because if you're trying to remove the fragrance, don't say, I've removed the fragrance, and you are still using the same grams and the same quantity. It will make sense. So if you're trying to remove the fragrance, which is the rose oil, be sure to add the percentage of that oil back to other oils. So you're going to make the total for 450 grams. because if you remove all the grams of the oil, of the rose oil, you know that it will not give you 450 grams, to give you less than that. So you need to add the fragrance oil, that's the rose oil, the grams. Since you remove the fragrance, you add it to other oils, all right, to sum up the 450 grams. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so the same thing can be done for your brightening cleanser. If you actually want to take off the fragrance, no problem. The same thing with your toner. If you want to take off the fragrance, no problem, because fragrance doesn't work for all skin. There are some certain skin it works for. Now for our serum, right, there's some, I told you that like tonic, right? I told you you're not meant to use it directly. It's meant to be used with a cream. All right, if you want to use it directly, I told you which product you can equate it with that would make it used directly on your skin. Your serum, now you should know that serums can be used directly on the face, you know, because it's more concentrated. You have more concentrated product there. Okay, so if you notice anyone is having irritation with the fragrance and with the serum, just know it's the fragrance, because the fragrance doesn't work for all skin. Some skin gets really irritated when it comes to fragrance. That's what I'm letting you know. And one good thing about oils is that they can be used directly. They are moisturizers, all right? They serve as moisturizers. They serve as nourishing oils because they help in nourishing the skin, okay? And for people who actually want to take off their white dots, you can actually use the Glow Body Oil in page 18, then add it with a bit of mustard seed oil. It will take away your white dots on your legs, all right? We also have brightening oil here. As I've explained the percentage, so you already know which percentage can be used. Now we even took a tip to tell you, oh, it can be used at which degree and the rest, so you guys would know, okay, this is the degree I'm supposed to use my product, this is what I'm supposed to use my product on, when I'm supposed to use it, and how I'm supposed to use it. All right, so we went as far as creating our bar soap. Now for someone who wants to own a spa, hope you know that if you actually want to create a soap, you need to give that soap duration of some weeks in order for the soap to heal. Then it can be used on the skin. It's not when you create a soap immediately, second day you start using it. No, it's different from black soap. All right, black soap and bar soap are not the same. All right, and if you want to actually create your soap into liquid soap, you know, I made it easy that you can use castor soap. And if you want to use potassium hydroxide, it's not. All right, so we actually stop there today, then we'll continue there. And yes, my pink clips is back in stock. In case you actually want to get my pink clips balm, is back in stock. You see, I applied it today, so imagine it's not coming off. Okay, and also in this weather that we are, it's a bit dry, so you can actually try and get the scrub. So people be like, is there pink lip scrub? There is. You know, sometimes you need to scrub your lips just to make it a bit more moisturized, then apply your cream. Just apply the cream, you know, and you're good to go. And don't use excess of it, just a little bit, so that it doesn't get to stain your skin. Once it's applied on your lip, forget it, it's not going to come off. All right, it's not going to be so easy except you wash it off. You can see it's going to be there, and it's going to look so natural. You can see, and it's very, very affordable. So we're going to put it on our website soon, so you guys can come and order for your pink lips balm. All right, it's very, very much available. Right, and I'll see you guys hopefully this week. Bye guys.